Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to your love forecast with your love, Dr. Melissa Joy. Now, I got to tell you, I meditate and pray ahead of time to get a word for you guys when I do this reading, and yours was coming in as spell and spells, and you're like plural. And then as I start meditating on that, I begin to hear the song Dreamweaver coming on in, so much so that I had to look up the lyrics, and now I'm going to read them to you, okay? And then we'll get into your reading. Some of you may also want to check out Scorpio because I'm hearing notes of it scattered through here as well. I've just closed my eyes again, climbed aboard the Dreamweaver train. Driver, take away my worries of today and leave tomorrow behind. You're letting me know you're ready to forge the whole new path. You're ready to go on the lightning path, the one that is right around the heart of the sky right now, where Chiron or Ophiuchus, the healed healer, comes on in. You're ready for all dreams come true. You're ready for the big life, the impossible to come on in. And you're talking about the big impossible. The one is kind of like the whole you, that it's kind of like winning the lottery, like the $2 billion lottery. Is said the odds are against you, and you're like, no, those are just the statistics. I feel this inside of me. It's that desire and that dream that you're ready to come true. Oh, Dreamweaver, I believe you can get me through the night. Ooh, Dreamweaver, I believe we can reach the morning light. Fly me high through the starry skies, maybe to an astral plane. Cross the highways of fantasy. Help me to forget today's pain. So anyways, though the dawn may be coming soon, there still may be some time. Fly me away to the bright side of the moon. Meet me on the other side. So this sounds like a match made in heaven, like a not a star-crossed lovers, but a two different world kind of lovers. Maybe you've been seeking and searching for a long time, and it seems that everyone you meet that you're light years apart, not just in age, but in maturity and desire and spirituality, especially for you, is what I hear coming in. Spirituality. Let me see what's going on with that. November. Ooh, it could be right here, right now, friend. Okay. They jumping around the wind chimes, peace and harmony. I have shuffled and shuffled that deck, and those keep showing up. So let's get into this spiritual celestial love of Sagittarius. And I'm not laughing at you. We're the whole zodiac. I love that you're coming forward so truthfully and honest and boldly. It's time to take action. And when I see that, I hear that it's time for your dreams to come true. It's time. It's like the timer's about to go off on the oven, and everything you've been cooking up, devising and divining in your heart, baking and preparing, kind of like Thanksgiving meal. They're starting to come out of the oven, and you're about ready to sit down at the table of love. Ooh, that came out again. And it says conclusions are within reach. So there's going to be, this conclusion isn't just the closing out of time. It is the clarification on what you're thinking, like life backing you up, showing you a vote, like a thumbs up in the right direction by either the check arriving in the mail or somebody gifting you a car, or things just seemingly coming together out of nowhere, or meeting a friend of a friend who's saying out their mouth the very things that you were dreaming in your head. Just like the Aries love reading, I'd literally seen in my sleep in the middle of the night last night. In the middle of my waking, I woke up and they began to show me those cards, and I didn't even know it when they had come out. So it might be happening around you right now, and you might not even know it, but there's going to be that aha, that awakening, that epiphany moment. And that's when that spark, that new moon in Aries, and the action is going to begin to take place. Some of you, I hear a miracle is about to take place. So with that, you're wanting me to grab a rune, and you're saying a wound. So I hear some Wunjo. Isn't Wunjo like joy? It's sitting on top of the world. They're talking about acknowledge and act, innovation and benefit, honesty required, and radical change. So a little bit of self-adjustment. And it's kind of like going from laying down the job to being on top of the world. Giving yourself a leg up. Giving yourself a leg up now, which is wild because runes have only come in for one other reading. You're wanting to give yourself that leg up to take the action. Reaching for the stars. I say go for it, friend. I'm proud of you. That's exciting. 6 of Wands coming on into that. So many eyes are on you and the eyes of self. Your eyes are aligning inside of you. The I ams, the I am possible, the seeing, the feeling, the knowing, the ESP, but extra special perception. Extraordinary. Ooh, the world coming at Look at this, y'all. Look how much these resemble. Do you see this traipsing and draping down and these crossing over? Looky there. It is that very symbol. And that is separation inverted. This is when things start to come together. That is what's sitting under the Six of Wands, the ultimate. They're saying the penultimate victory. And under, sitting on top of the world, guess what you got? Hello, can you read that? The World card. That is right. The balance, the yin yang, the rest, the day and the night, the everything coming together. Every drop of what you have invested has been witnessed by life itself, and life is bringing this together. Get ready for your miracle. Get ready for, they're saying, the outstanding, out of date, out of this world, as it would seem, out of time and place, things that had long passed you by, stuff that you waited for, and it becomes so impossible. It almost cemented in your mind and in your sphere around you that this wasn't going to happen for you. Maybe people even told you you were a fool or ridiculous for believing it. And belief beyond belief, hope beyond hope, investment beyond investment. You kept going even when you couldn't. There was something in you and in your guide and in your soul and in your spirit that just continued to trust and have confidence when your foundation was shaking, when your earth was quaking, when all the evidence was stacking up against you. That's big love, friend. Big love. Abba, big love, the whole big thing. Not even having to continue to go through the whole cycles of the tarot to learn the lessons. I think you're bringing in the era of life university passing on out, and the new world order coming on in. This plasma coming on in to be celebrated, exalted, and lifted up, of showing what is possible when we truly trust and believe. Oh, you got the Queen of Wands coming on in here. It's interesting showing up. I hear the Queen of Air. They're saying vote for yourself. Give permission. Give permission. So right now you could say it with me. I give permission for this dream, this beauty, this miracle, this impossibility to come true, to come possible, to come in outside of space and time and everywhere else. All the limits off. Sitting on top of the world. Everything, all of it. Wow. Wow. It's kind of like in the blink of an eye, how the story of Santa, that he could travel around the world in one evening and give all the gifts to children. Imagine going to sleep one night and waking up the next day. Really, y'all. Like, it's like, whew. Every hour, a whole new surprise coming through, and things that you had hoped you would hear, but you didn't know if you would ever hear them. There's things coming true. Whew. From the depths of the ocean. A lot of you might want to check out Capricorn, okay, and your connection to it, and coming in within the cusp of like the winter solstice coming on in, like Christmas coming early. In the blink of an eye, in the twinkling of an eye. It's taking everything into consideration. It isn't about how perfect or how good or how right you've done. They're like, job well done, thank you. Job well done, thank you. Your world that was turned upside down is about to be turned and set right again. Right mind, right spirit, right body. And that doesn't mean right versus wrong. That means yours. You, intimate, personal, specific, divine, feeling and knowing you are loved, and you imagine the light and the glow that just, whoa, you know, the celebration. Oh, Cool and the Gang will be cooking up right behind you, doing their little nifty dance and singing their song. I celebrate you. I'm excited for you, friend. This is beautiful and lovely. So let's get that, and let's get this. Ooh, the moon is at the bottom. Easy road coming on up. It's about to click, just like the eye in the pyramid. That jewel, that diamond being set in place at the exact moment that when they connect and they strike each other. Okay, like the clock striking 12. The midnight, the nadir. Okay, so you may want to look at your chart. Like if you go to astro-charts.com, theirs is very simple and it's easy to look at and see, like to decipher out. So when you go, it will have a thing that's printed out on there called the M C, M like Mark, C like Catherine, okay? The MC, and that is your midheaven. Now look straight beneath it, and that will be your IC, your coli. It will be at the front of the 4th house, right at the line where the 3rd and the 4th house meet, okay? And when you see what sign that is in, you could check out that reading, because that is your North Star. Whenever you get lost, begin to check out those signs, those synchronicities, or check in with yourself. Princess Swords is actually raising it like a magic wand. Your fairy god person here. Leading the charge, calling it in. This is wild, y'all. It's like a rocket ship. It is like a quantum leap. Not a quantum entanglement, a quantum leap, that all of your past is being brought into the present now. Like it was out of time and out of space. Almost like you had to live this, they're saying, sequestial life. And being sequestered means being put in a certain place, like people had to do if they had been exposed to anything. And since you were exposed to limitless possibility, it had to be held off for a certain time, which always made you feel out of rhythm of life, but you still had that pulse, that trust, that confidence going on inside of you. And you're like, why isn't this working out? Why isn't this working out? And they're coming along saying it is time now. Because like that midnight, when the clock strikes midnight, it could seem like it was all over, but that's actually when it all truly began. That's when the quest of the lover seeking the one that they love. All right. And it took just a few days, a few weeks, a few moments, and there it is in the palm of your hand. This isn't removed from you. This is in your cosmic egg, opening up, receiving yourself in the palm of your hand. It's so light and delightful. It is ease and effortless. It is relaxing. That it's interesting that your provision comes through relaxing, resting, and relaxing, that state of trust. Maybe you're a boss at meditation, because it was talking about that astral energy, remember? Getting into that state where you can, the dream weaver, where you begin to do it spiritually, foresight, foresetting, because in that mind you don't see impossibilities, you just see what is possible. I am possible. And you go into that time and then you invest in yourself and you bring it forward. Look at this. It's like that you liberally dreaming like sets the captives free. More than just yourself. This coming fruitful fruition forward in your life, and you seeing it and holding it and touching it and tasting it and truly it being real, opens it up for the whole world. Like this is blasting like all those exclamation marks. And this is life celebrating and saying thank you in advance. Thank you in advance. So that could be the best, quiet, resting, relaxing meditation of all. Thank you in advance. You don't have to say the words, oh, life, thank you in advance. You might be like, oh, thank you for my trip around the world. Thank you for bringing together all my friends and family for this special moment. Thank you for, you get what I'm saying, okay? 6 of Wands, it's like you got that right. And that just begins to elevate and elevate. You're suspended in space and time. You are like your own planet, your own world. And when you're suspended, you're positioned in a place that all dimensions are able to be discovered. There's nothing hidden. Wow. Okay, Sagittarius, that was magnificent. Thank you for taking us on that magnificent joy ride. Wow. Interesting. Hey, if you're here, you can still like, share, and subscribe. Help us rise to the top. You could also comment and compliment down below. Share yourself with us. Let us know you stopped by and what is going on for you. Maybe even some of the points that you heard in here that really stuck out, that you're ready to move forward in and trust in. Some of that thank you I know stuck with me. Also, you could stop back by anytime. I am happy to have you here and celebrate who you are and your miracles. I was shedding tears of joy for you, and I can say that because my name is Joy. I love you. Bye.